to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it.
Hi, everybody. I'm very pleased to be with you today. Who knows Reviens Leon? Who knows Reviens Leon? Okay. Probably for most of you, it's a very, very old-fashioned TV ad from the 80s, you know. Reviens Léon, il y a les mêmes à la maison. But in fact, today, Reviens Léon is something completely different. Reviens Léon is the best attractive program developed by French startups to find the French talents everywhere around the world. And I'm very pleased to welcome on stage Meryl. So Meryl is the founder of Vide Dressing, and Vide Dressing is a peer-to-peer marketplace specialized in luxury and fashion, and also Thomas. Thomas is a digital director at LVMH Group. So Meryl and Thomas.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to.
So Meryl and Thomas just joined this program of Reviens Léon. Meryl, can you please explain us what is exciting with Reviens Léon and why did you decide to join this program?
Well, Reviens Leon is a really innovative and disruptive program that was launched to respond to a specific problem. We, as startups in France, recruitment is a big issue for us. Finding the best talent from around the world is a big issue for us. And we were facing some challenges in this domain. And what's great about Reviens Leon is that they found a very creative, innovative solution to this problem. And they launched, you know, kind of program that no one else thought of, no one had done before. And this sense of disruption, I think we can identify with it, Vide Dressing, and a lot of startups can identify with it. So we're really happy to be part of this initiative.
Thomas, what did you think about this?
Well, when you come to think of startups and LVMH, looks like an oxymoron, right? I mean, you just feel like it's just a position of two contradictory terms. Like, I don't know, like dark light or crazy wisdom. Like, what's the sense? Well, actually, there is a sense. And we can say that, number one, LVMH has been a very innovative group. We thrive on innovation. We've had over 10% organic growth over the last 10 years. Number two, we are very engaged with our customers. They ask us to have a very strong digital presence. So just as an example, you have over 3 queries per second on Google for Louis Vuitton, for example. And number three, we already have very strongly engaged with French startups, over a few dozens, and we do speed dating with them very regularly. So we're already very strongly engaged with the ecosystem of startups, for example, in everything that pertains to digital assistants, store locators, hackathons, and the like.
Great. So, Meryl, you decided to join Reviens Léon. What are your main hiring issues today?
So, in terms of recruitment, recruitment is so fundamental to innovation and to disruption. As anyone, I think, in this room knows, the quality of your product and the quality of your service really depends on the talent you're able to attract. So for us, specifically, we're really looking to hire great, talented people in product, in tech, in web design, in digital marketing, so specialized fields, and we want to recruit the best. And so what's great about Reviens Leon is that it gives us this opportunity to look for really talented people who've acquired really valuable experience in other top startups around the world, and to bring them into our own company and to benefit from their expertise and their experience, and also their international experience, because a lot of these people have worked in the US and London and other great startup hubs, which is really important for us as a young startup that's trying to scale up, to deploy ourselves internationally and to reinforce our presence. So it's very positive.
Ah oui, faut.
Yep.
Great. So it's your turn, Thomas.
It's my turn. Okay, yes. We're fine. Well, what I'd like to mention as far as human resources for digital talents is that we already have several hundred digital profiles within LVMH and counting. So what it means is that yes, we have rather strong hiring issues, and we hire a lot of very different types of profiles. So for example, we hire a lot of e-commerce project managers in the luxury environment overall, in the luxury industry. The growth rate for e-commerce in the last 3 years was plus 34%. So we're talking decent growth here, and of course hiring needs that are correlated to them. We hire a lot of community managers as well. Just, for 16 of our brands have over 1 million Facebook fans. So of course this requires also talents. And lastly, I'll mention, other issues with merchandising. So we need a lot of merchandising profiles. For example, Sephora alone has over 10,000 SKUs. Now, this being said, it comes with issues which are probably different than the issues you guys are facing.
Yeah.
One is that our human resources department are used to classical functions, but not these new roles. So oftentimes they would come and meet with me and say, hey, we need to hire a digital guy. And I'd be like, you know what? I've never met a digital guy myself. I don't have a clue. It's like, you want to hire in finance and you say, oh, we need a figure guy. I don't know. So what we did is we sat with them in order to try and sort out, the types of profiles, and we came up with 15 standard digital functions to help them hire people. Now, one other thing that we might be sharing with startups is that we have one type of profile that's very difficult to hire, and it's digital analysts.
Yes.
And
for all of us, it's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
Yes.
So these guys are not currently trained yet because it's a new function. So we created a little training center within our organization whereby we hire people fresh from the school, train them, and then send them to our brands.
Great. Meryl, I would like to know which are your secrets to find the best guys and to make sure that they will come in your company and not in the other one.
Well, I think the subject is twofold. I mean, there's a question of how to attract the best profiles to one's own company, and that's what we try to do at Vide by creating a culture of excellence, by surrounding ourselves with really dynamic, passionate people who are super motivated, who really breathe the brand, and who are really, incarnate the values of our company. But then there's, I think, a larger issue is how to make the overall French tech ecosystem more attractive, or specifically how to communicate on how attractive an ecosystem we have here. We have fantastic companies, we have fantastic entrepreneurs, we have a really dynamic ecosystem, and I think, what's great about Reviens Leon is that it's a collective initiative, regrouping, multiple startups that really come together with the same purpose, the same objective in mind, is to really, promote the attractiveness of the French tech ecosystem so that we are able to hire the best best profiles on a global scale, internationally.
And you, Thomas, what are your secrets to make sure that the best guys come to LVMH?
You know what? It's tricky. We actually use 2 filters. So filter number 1, which is difficult to do with a mic here. So filter number 1 is about making sure that people have a passion for luxury overall, which basically means 3 things. Passion for extraordinary products, passion for extraordinary experience, passion for extraordinary image. And they need to translate this into digital. Filter number 2 is hiring the best skilled digital profiles. And that's where the Reviens Leon initiative is so great to us, because it's actually going to help us address lots of talents worldwide in an environment where we have to take into account our global presence. We are international. We're in the US, in Europe, in China, more and more. And the best, the more we connect with these people, the better. So thank you, Reviens Leon, because it's actually a great project for us.
So if I want to join LVMH, I just have to post my CV on Reviens Leon, or do you use other tools, job boards, or which kind of tools do you use to recruit these talents?
You will have to go through my 2 filters.
Sure.
No, I'm just kidding. What will happen is that we will have a connection to our joint board, on the Reviens Leon site. So there'll be a connection.
Okay. How many people will you recruit this year?
I can't mention this number. Yeah, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. And you, Meryl?
We have, it's not a fixed, it evolves, but right now, immediately, we have around 10 posts open, positions.
10 posts.
Yeah.
So in IT,
in
marketing,
different marketing, product, and a lot of different fields.
E-commerce?
Yes.
Okay. So, what time is it? Do you have some question for us, or is it closed? But I think we are done. Oh, sorry. Ah, il faut tourner. Ah, but we don't have a look on anything. Ah, okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry for this, because we have the timer here, but we didn't see it. I'm very impressed by this initiative, in fact, because the fact is, at the same place with Reviens Leon, we have startups and big companies like LVMH Group. So, what are the values you find in this initiative that makes you join this program? Can you explain us, and can you reinforce these values, because I think it's very important for all of us here.
We have some core values.
Yeah.
I'll mention a few of them that we base everything upon: creativity, innovation, excellence, entrepreneurial spirit. And I just want to dwell on entrepreneurial spirit because it's epitomized by our founder, Bernard Arnault. It's also epitomized by our brand founders. We have over 60. And when you come to think about it, I know you guys are going to laugh, but Dom Pérignon, Père Pérignon, when he started Dom Pérignon, I mean, champagne was actually red wine predominantly.
Yes.
So the guy actually created his startup in 1668. Okay, there was no computer at that time, but we've always thrived on ensuring that we hire or retain or keep the best spirits as possible. So one of our latest acquisitions is J.W. Anderson. He's a young fashion creator. It's a very small brand, and we're very excited by the prospect of making sure that we always keep the spirit lively. Our brands are very autonomous, and they thrive on creativity and innovation. Obviously, digital developments are a major part of these new way of connecting with customers and engaging our customers on our products.
Yes. What is amazing is how you succeed to mix these famous brands and these new startups that you just acquired. And you, Meryl?
I would say we share the same values as those cited by Thomas. And in addition, I would say we share as well the spirit of innovation, of disruption, and of enthusiasm and of passion. So, yeah, I think it's a great summary.
What is the last word for you, Thomas?
It's very tricky, Stephanie. We have 1 minute to mention it, okay? Well, I'll say that the last word, again, is the fact that this is not an oxymoron. I think the best sign for Reviens Leon is the fact that we need to make sure to question and to send the message through worldwide that we're an amazing country with amazing talents, with amazing trainings, with amazingly skilled people, which I can see when I travel around the world, when I meet with our brands in the US, in China, in Europe, I can see that we have the best talented people at LVMH, obviously, but also that our startups are extremely compelling to our managers worldwide. Just let me mention one example. When we do these speed dating, we do them with our digital managers in France, but also we move the American guys from the US, we move people from China, and guess what? A lot of the startups we've hired now power parts of our sites and part of our services with their services. And in certain cases, it's going to be in Chinese, and that's going to be an issue, of course. And I remember, conversations at first. It doesn't come easy because, by definition, I can't spell check that stuff. But the bottom line remains that we are they are major components of our offers.
Meryl? Just a few words.
Yeah, I would just say, you know, great profiles wherever you are. We're waiting for you. The French tech ecosystem is great. We need you at Vide. We need you in so many startups here, so come.
OK. Thank you very much. Thank you, Thomas. Merci.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Meryl.